Welcome back to Livie'S Lovelies, your inspirational craft channel, and I'm your host, Fam the Fabulous. For more ideas, inspiration, swaps, and challenges, click the link in the description below to join our craft community, The Maker Exchange, on Facebook. Welcome back to the Lovely Lab. And I am, of course, your craft host, Fam the Fabulous, coming to you today to pick back up where we left off about a week or so ago on the prayer junk journal. And so, as I showed in the last video, I selected the papers that I wanted to use in here. And let's see, and it is a traveler's notebook size, not exact, but pretty much give or take a millimeter or so, it's around that size. So, and I did that because I wanted the recipient to be able to put this inside of a cover should she decide or desire to do so. So without further ado, we are going to, on this video, select some stamps to use to bring the theme of the prayer journal to life. And so I have selected some, pulled some stamps from my stash, and these are the ones that I want to try and use in this journal. So I've pulled the Spread Your Wings stamp set by Mindless Crafting, and it has the butterflies, which you guys know I love. And because there are butterflies in here on this journal, I thought that that would be a great addition to the theme. And then I have the Bow Bunny Amen stamp set. It has several different sentiments that'll go along really well. I also pulled the Creative You stamp set that I picked up at Walmart. Now, if you guys notice, some of the packages are cut in a certain way and taped a certain way just because that's how I store them in my drawer. I also have the Creative Devotion Colossians 1, 9 through 10 stamp set, and it has a few different words and sentiments that I'll use. I think I got this one, actually I picked this one up at Tuesday morning, and this one I received in Happy Mail from Tam of Bible Journaling on a Budget. So I'll use this one, which is, it's also another Creative Devotion stamp set, and it's Philippians 2 and 5. I love the book of Philippians. It has such encouragement and wisdom and inspiration inside of that book. So yeah, moving right along. And then the last one that I pulled was the Bible Journaling American Craft Christ is Lord of Lords stamp set, and it has several different stamps that or sentiments that I've used on different card sets. So this is actually a real cute go-to for me, and a quick one that I can send out throughout the year on cards. And then lastly, I pulled out the scrapbook.com Handmade Essentials, and that's because it has a Just For You and the Handmade, and I plan on putting that somewhere in there just to remind her that it is made with love, just for her. Alright, and so actually, I don't know if you had seen the video, but I got this stamp set for free. Every once in a while, scrapbook.com features a stamp set or a free item that they will ship out to you for free with no shipping charge. So keep an eye out for those goodies, and even if it's a stamp set that you don't particularly care for, it may be something that a creative friend of yours might want, or you can send it out in Happy Mail. But with all that being said, guys, let's go ahead and jump right in. Now, I also pulled out my inks. I have some Distress inks, and I have some pigment or some dye-based inks, and then I have my regular tuxedo black ink. I'm not quite sure which one I'm going to use. I think it's really going to depend on what page it falls on, and also the stamp, and whether or not it will, how it will take on the page. So I'm just trying to think, what do I want? And these pages are already in the way that I want them. And this is the hard part, just deciding what you want to go where. So let's start off with this one, and I've got to see how this stamps out. Well, you know what, no, let me start off with this one, Pray Without Ceasing. Let's just start it off with that, and I think what we'll use is, we'll go ahead and use the Memento Tuxedo Black, and we'll put it on this side. Yeah, I wish I had a couple more blocks, acrylic blocks, so that I wouldn't have to, you guys wouldn't have to be bored watching me change these out. but I don't have them, and I don't like to have more than what I need on hand because it creates a hoard, and so oftentimes you just end up having more than what you can use at a particular point in time. So okay, that's going to stamp out fine, so we'll go ahead and move forward with that. And I probably should pull this so that it'll stamp flat, and then I'll just slide it back in. How do we have that? Okay, yep, there we go. And I'm going to leave that, press that there so it transfers well, and there we go. And I'll put this in one more page in here. Now let's see, where else can we put that? That might be it. I think that'll be good. Yeah, put that there. Well, actually, let's put it on something that's on this side, so that no matter which way you're coming from in the journal, you get that. That's going to need to be covered up, so I can't stamp on this side. But I can stamp on the top part of this pocket. Yep, there we go. And hopefully we won't have any problems with the ink on here. Prayerfully we won't. And if we do, we'll just cover it up. That isn't that what we do with paper? Alright, so that went well, I'd say. Alright. So now I'm gonna put that back, move that on over to the side. And I know we're supposed to clean our stamps, and I'll do that after, off camera. I don't want to take up too much of your time, because there's nothing fun about watching someone clean some stamps. Okay, so let's see. The Lord is my shepherd. We'll use that one as well. Might as well pull that off there and the side like that. Alright, and hopefully this little block is big enough. It is. And there we are. I know somebody else is saying, somebody's watched this probably saying, what kind of crafter is she? She's only got one block. The kind that does not want to have a hoard of items in her crafting space, because Lord knows I don't even have a lot of space. I mean, I have enough, but you know, we could always use more. We could always use more stuff too. Now that's that deli paper. It's kind of like deli paper. So I don't know how well that's going to set, but I'm not worried about it. Not worried one bit. Alright. And we'll do it again here. I think that'll be cute. Yep, there we go. Alright, now do you guys, in the comments below, let me know if you guys have a favorite inspirational stamp of stamp makers. If I'll be honest with you, sometimes while the design might be really cute, the quality of the stamp isn't always the best. So I end up shying away from some designers or some brands because I already know what the quality of the stamp is, and it takes, you know, you got to use the stamp for like 5,000 years before you can get a good impression, and I want immediate gratification, you know. Let's see if this is big enough to hold this. And it is. Alright, let me pull that out. Set that off to the side. God is love. Isn't he? Alright, now one of the brands that I was thinking about when I said that is Bo Bunny. I hope they ain't watching. I'll be honest with you, this one Bo Bunny stamp set that I have, although it's cute, and it's one of them I have in here, although it's cute, it took forever for the ink to catch into the acrylic or whatever material that they use for the stamp sets. And that's fine and everything when you're just trying something out, but when you're trying to actually produce something or make something, you kind of want you want it to kind of work then. You know, you don't need a baptism by fire when you're trying to push out some cards because someone's passed. You know, so that's my whole hang up with that, is that it's not always feasible to use the stamps that just because they're cute and the design is, you know, you like the sentiment or whatever. If it ain't stamping right, you're not getting the end result is not going to be what you want, and that just is a bother for me. No one needs to be doubting their input, or what do they call it, their output. Okay, so this one says hope anchors the soul. All right, and I'm anxious to get started. Oh, of course it would not ink in the middle, but that's okay because I think I can try it again. Of course, this will be the time where I don't line it up exactly. Oh, that's better. I'm anxious to get to the point where I am stitching everything in place and adding some stitching to the book to give it that finished look. You know what I mean? I watch Liz from Liz for a Day, the YouTube channel. I watch her a couple times a week on her lives, and I am so jealous of her. She calls it her sewing machine, the whippersnapper. Now my sewing machine, I have a brother. Hers is a brother, but hers is the computerized one with, you know, all of the fancy stitches. And I mean, first of all, I'm still trying to get a handle on how to use the sewing machine. So for me to just try and, you know, jump on over to the, you know, the computerized fancy schmancy one, I'm like, girl, slow down and master the art of the single stitch first and foremost. So, you know, give it a, and I've had it for a couple of years, and I've used it to create like zipper pouches and things like that. But the problem is that it's not even really a problem. It's, you know, I'm just not certain about. I've never moved on to making clothes, and I don't know if I'm necessarily interested. If I would have bought it, if I would have had a sewing machine when Josh was little, then I probably would have ventured off into that. But he ain't about to wear nothing that I make, so, and I'm not confident enough to be attempting anything with the limited amount of time that I have to create something for myself. Not just yet. So there's that. Let's see if we can. I think I wanna. No, I'm gonna put it down here. See, this is that Bow Bunny. This is the Bow Bunny stamp. You think I would have pulled this out so that, let's see. Please do it right first time. Okay, the Lord heard my prayer. Oh, and we're working on a prayer-themed journal, so maybe, you know, maybe the Lord is on my side today. Now, the reason I put it off to the right-hand side is because I plan on putting something else here to create a tuck spot inside of this folder, pocket, whatever you want to call it. Let's see if there's someplace else I can put that word at in here. Ooh, look at that bled through. That's the only drawback of using this type of ink. I'll have to cover it up, which I don't have a problem doing, is that sometimes it bleeds through. Make sure I'm still in on the angle. All right, come on. Thank you. All right, let's move along. All right, so we'll do a few more pages. I'm not going to keep you guys too long because you get the idea of what I'm going for here with the different sentiments, and I like the word amen. So what's everybody got going on? You know, right now, I don't know what, where you're at in the world, but right now I am in Georgia. That's where I live. And we are slowly approaching, and by slowly I mean slowly approaching fall. The leaves are beginning to fall from the trees, and it's actually my favorite season of the year. Drop in the comments your favorite season. I don't mind winter either back home. It's just between the wind and the snow and the cold, winter hasn't been very kind to the New Yorkers. So, but I do enjoy the fall because you get the change of the season, you get the leaves changing, you get it gets a little crisper, the air seems a little cleaner, and you, especially down here in the South, you get to be outside a little bit more. Because you are because it's not so cold. I mean, it's not so hot, so you get to enjoy some of the outdoor activities. And down here in Georgia, they have a festival for everything. They've got something for everybody any time of the year, so I enjoy that. So me and hubby will, take the kid out to, pumpkin patch and hay rides and stuff like that. We'll meet up with friends. So that has become my favorite season of the year because it's a great time for family to enjoy outdoor activities together. And so that's what we do. It's pretty much the time of the year that we get together. Furthermore, in the summertime, my husband business is on 100, and so he's typically out and about and working, so trying to keep up with the demands of the business, so we don't see him a lot in the summertime. And then when we do, it's or we're on a that's the time of the year where you do family vacations, so we don't necessarily spend a lot of time as a family out and about. We'll go to a few summer festivals as a family, but we don't really go to a lot of community activities in the cold, during the cold season, or during the warm season. I'm fumbling because I'm trying to multitask, and I'm not being very successful with it, but you guys love me, so you'll bear with me, right? Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm going to use the crosses stamps, and I think I'm going to put that, I'm going to put one back here, and if I remember correctly, this doesn't, okay, that stamped out very well. Thank you. I appreciate your cooperation. I really truly do. And this is actually going to be a pocket, and I've learned that this vellum is not the best for stamping. I'm not sure how it is for embossing, but as far as stamping, let's go to this side and see where we can, oh, this is a great page for that. Actually, I want to do one side that's down on this side. Alright, so let's find a place to put it on the lower portion, just to give the eye some interest. Alright, now let's see. We can do it. What do we have? Oh, how about, no, I don't want to take away from that. But we can do it right there. Alright, let's see how that comes out. Great. Alright, it's coming along, folks. It's coming along. And let's see, let's check on our time. I say our time, but I know you're like, girl, it's your time. We out of here. We'll pause you if we need to. Okay, we're 20 minutes in. I'm going to try and do a few more and then show you the end result. Well, you'll see the end result when I go on to the next video. Okay, so we'll use that one. I want to use the Pray stamp. And I've definitely got to see how this one stamps out, because one of the stamp sets, the Creative Devotion ones, it doesn't work. It wasn't working for me, and I was able to get it to work, but not without a whole lot of. See, I think it's this one, but you know what? I can connect it with a pen. I can work around that. So let's see. I'm going to pull this out. Nope. Let me see. I think I'm going to do it on this one. put it at the top. Oh, thank you for cooperating. Look at us making what successfully stamping away in the prayer journal, even when these stamps don't act right any other day. They are cooperating. I am so proud of them. Let's give it up for the uncooperative stamps. You know. Now let's try one more time over here, and we'll put this. No, I don't want to use it on that one. Let's put it on bottom of here. And pull it out. I'm not sure if I'm Josh is in the background. You guys know, if you're listening, if you're on this channel, you know I have a son, and he is very active in the gaming community whenever he's not playing baseball, basketball, or out serving along with his mom. So now that did not stamp well for the A, but I am going to try that once again. Okay, and let's see what we get. It's a little blurry, but I'm not going to fret. I am not going to fret. Okay, so we've got that twice in there. Like I said, I'll clean these stamps up when I'm done. And now with regards to staying on topic in the conversation, that's not my strong suit. I don't know if you've noticed that here on the channel, that multitasking and staying on conversation topic does not happen with me. And I know that there are plenty of women on these, and I give a thumbs up to them. Kudos to the ones who can stay focused, create amazing items on camera, as well as stick to the topic. But that is not your girl here. Okay, look at me. I have to fix that later. It's obviously not going to have it. It's not cooperating with me. Alright, let's see. Pouring out praise. Let's see if we can get this one to cooperate. Okay, I really like the stamp set. And I use these on the cover. I think I'm going to have to use the larger stamp block for this. Not a problem. There we go. Wow. Alright, let's see if, yeah, it's going to do a good job. Alright, so let's move that off to the side. Okay. And I think the pouring out praise needs a whole large journaling page, don't you think? Let me just pull this out. I hope everything goes back in the way that I had it laid out. That isn't where I wanted it to go. There we go. Alright. We will learn. Alright, come on. Work with me. Transfer. Alright. And bam. Thank you. Alright, now we'll find another side towards the back, where we can do the same. Okay. I said I wasn't going to use black throughout, but guess what? I used black throughout. Go figure. So much for sticking to your guns. Alright? Alright, pouring out the praise. We might have to just call that what it is. Oh, you know what? We'll put it on the back side of that same sheet. We'll put it on here, on this part. Oh, that came out great. The Lord works in mysterious ways with our stamps. Alright, so I think we've pretty much covered the bulk of them. I didn't even use all of the stamp sets, but let's just look through and see if there are any that we want to... Oh, I want to use the butterfly stamp. I do want to use the butterfly stamp, and it's just a matter of which one. Oh, I love the way that clear polymer stamps smell. Heavenly. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Okay? I'm going to use the small little butterfly throughout. Let me put that back where it's supposed to go. Alright, so now let's see where we can put this little butterfly. Okay. We're going to place that, and I'll just cover that up with something else. We'll strategically place her in wonderful little places. This is a perfect page for that. Adding to the print of it. And my favorite is to do odd numbers. So we got 2, 4, 6, and we need a 7th. We will go here. There we go. 7. Alright, and let's see, where else can you put her? I'm not doing anything with that just yet. We'll add her there. It's glossy. It's not going to work. Okay, let's add her there. I've got to move this page. Yeah, my son, he's a hot mess. All of those gamers. I feel sorry for their mothers. I'm one of their mothers. What am I talking about? Smudge. Yeah, smudge. Alright, so let's see. We will... no, because I think I want to use a larger butterfly there. But we could use a small one there. That's cute. Let's flip to the back. Alright, and we'll put one here. Alright. And I just came out of there asking him to keep it down a bit. Doesn't work. Doesn't work, folks. Okay, so I'm going to flip a few more pages and see where I can add the larger butterfly to, and that's it for the smaller butterfly. Tracy, if you're watching, love your stamp set. Love, and that's Mindless Crafting, which is the company owned and operated by Tracy and Bill of Gift Basket Appeal here on YouTube. I have done a couple of videos featuring this product. I think I'm going to use this butterfly here. Featuring this product here. And they also have the papers, some of the papers that go along with the, not necessarily coordinate with, but are in theme with the stamp sets that they create. So, you know, back to school stamp set, they had, I believe they had some Echo Park papers, paper pads to go along with that. Let's see. No, we're going to do that here. Love it. We'll do one. You gotta love the noisiness of it all. And this is actually quiet because this door is closed, guys. Believe that? The door is closed, and yet and still we still hear all of it. Bear with me. We'll be done in just a moment. Let's go to the back and add 1 or 2 butterflies here. Oh, I like it there. And look at the impression, like one hit. I don't even have to pray about it. Not that I wouldn't if I didn't need to. But I'm just saying, this is not on a wing and a prayer type of stamp set. And I am not receiving any monetary or any type of, products by mentioning them. I just happen to love their stamp set. Truly love their stamp set. Let's see. I think that might be it. I feel like I should have used it somewhere else. How about there? Yeah, there we go. That's cute. Alright, so I am going to, let's see. I want to go ahead and, just a moment, guys. I think I'm going to use the handmade stamp for the inside, and I'll probably use my Livie'S Lovelies stamp from a few years ago. It's in just regular font, regular text font, to add my, the business name. Alright, so we'll use the handmade. Nope, we'll use the Just For You. I don't even know if I can frame here, or how much wasn't in frame. Alright, put that here, and then we'll put, why am I blowing on a stamp set? Gosh, these stamps are going to need to be cleaned for real. Now, if you are into journals and you enjoyed this video, before we wrap it up, I do so hope that you'll go ahead and hit that thumbs up, and also comment below which of these stamp sets you like, and if you have some type of a prayer themed stamp set that you didn't see here that you think might make a good addition to my collection, feel free to drop it in the comments, because I don't believe that this will be my last prayer journal. I believe that because of the work that I do in the ministry that I'm in, and just being a part of the grief recovery community, I'll probably end up making plenty more, not just for them, but for myself and family. But all that being said, I hope you did enjoy this video. I hope you found a way to, or some type of an idea that you can use in your journal. And for some more tips and ideas, I encourage you to check out Liz for a Day, who I am actually a design team member for her Etsy shop, which is it's Pleasant Creations, and you will see some of her products in this prayer journal in the form of journaling cards, as well as tuck spots and things of that nature. So go on over and show her some love. And she also has a great Facebook group that they're very active over there, and they're constantly growing. Really nice. They actually have a swap going on there, and so you'll see me put together something for the swap on one of my next videos. So anyways, thanks so much for watching. Until we're back here again together on YouTube, you know the deal. Stay encouraged, stay blessed, and stay creative and crafty. Bye for now.
If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Hit subscribe to join the crafty community, and be sure to click the bell for notifications of new uploads. Thank you so much for watching. Now stay tuned for more from Livie'S Lovelies, your inspirational craft channel. Bye for now.